Hi everyone, thanks for watching. Today another resin artwork. This time I wanted to try something else on a different canvas shape and I'm going to use an oval one. The size is 50 by 40 centimeters in total and I left it white again this time. I want to use some different colors to see if they work better with the resin and which effects I can actually get. I'm using my blue, which I usually do because it's a lovely blue color. And I have a golden and a more violet metal pigment color, which is also in a way acrylic, so water-based, but it has a cool look, so it shimmers and glitters on its own, and I wanted to test how it looks on the resin. I again used the cheaper resin as I wanted to test if this clumps together as well. Used the same amount of color, so quite very little acrylic color compared to the resin, so about 5% of the volume, and mixed everything together. The metallic color could be intermixed quite well, so like the other acrylic paints also did, and I put it onto my canvas. As I wanted to have a more layering effect, I wanted to use our hairdryer this time. And once the resin was added, I used it to blow the colors around. And it worked unexpectedly good, perhaps a bit too good, so he was a bit too strong I think, but it already was at the lowest setting, so there was not so much I could have done. Something that I realized quite early is that the saturation of the colors is a bit poor. It looked all a bit flat, not very vibrant, and this is something I really did not want to have. So I wanted to have strong colors, pigmented colors, and much more saturation than I actually was able to achieve on this first layer. As I saw this was going to become fail probably, I just added some more of the blue into the blue resin color. And although I had now much more color in the resin than I should have done probably because of their drying time and such, this gave the saturation that I was looking for. As I had no more resin left to try this with the other colors, I decided to let it dry for now. This would also be an advantage because now the surface of the canvas is completely flat. So as for the big, large, round one, the resin itself tends to sink into the middle a bit, which I really do not like. But yeah, I want to try if it's always the case, and it seems to be. So once this first layer is dried, everything will be flat and stiff and okay. So for the next layer, it will be much easier for me to apply. At least in my opinion, for now. So I've let this dry. It took me about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, but I waited until the next day to have it really set completely. And then I went for the next layer. And for the next layer, I basically used almost the same colors. But for the purple metallic color, I also added a bit of magenta to give it more saturation. I added more color in general to the resin, so more than I should have probably done again. But I wanted to see how it works, if I can get the saturation right, and if the colors themselves clump together again, as it was with the large one. And this was again just experimental, as yeah, once you fail, you just have the possibility to test new things because it was a fail in the beginning. So I tested it, I put the colors onto it, I used again my hairdryer as I still did not have any different. It worked much better than the first one. The colors had much more saturation, probably also because there was already a first layer. I got the depth that I wanted to get, and the white worked great over the blue. I was really amazed about this one. And overall, this one turned out quite pretty, I think. So once everything was dried again, the next day it was completely finished and even and sealed, and the colors had a cool effect. Although they clumped together a little bit, it added to the effect that I wanted to achieve. So the layering was cool, the clumping effect was cool, the glitter was nice. I really liked it. If you like, feel free to comment below if you liked this project as well, if you like the colors, if you think you could have used other colors, or give me suggestions for colors that you want to see me use in my next project. As usual, I hope this was of any good for you. If you have questions, leave me below in the comments. I will be happy to assist you. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. My next project will be something realistic again, so that there is a mix between these abstract and my realistic stuff. Thanks for watching, until the next video, and have a great day. Bye bye.